Good afternoon, CRC. How are you? Fantastic. As you will notice at this moment in time, I am amplified. If you are confused as to why I'm amplified, I've been really sick the last couple of weeks, and this is a lot of stress on my voice. So the less crosstalk, the better today, so I can use less of my voice. I would appreciate. I will probably not be demonstrating singing a lot today. I've already had to bow out of 4 rehearsals in the last 2 weeks, which I don't miss a rehearsal unless I can avoid it. And I was told under no uncertain circumstances I had to miss rehearsals. So, how are you?
Good. Happy fall.
Happy fall. Oh, I'm going to be using the piano a lot today. I know that much. I will have to model a little bit. So if you know anything about me, October is the time for spooky warm-ups. We do all of our warm-ups in minor as much as we can, and it also improves our intonation. I don't know what it is, but a choir can sing their intervals so much more clearly in minor sometimes. I think you're putting more attention and it's a little less rote. Can you please siren? Again on a boo. Can you do the exercise, please? And a little lower. A little more round. And your best Julia Childs. That sounded identical to the last one. Take your stop, come on, you're all in good stir, ready? Phenomenal. Can you please hum? Chew that. You move that jaw a little more east to west, as Jeff now says. What would you sound like as a tiger salamander if you were humming?
Tiger salamander? Okay, just checking.
Salamander's huge.
This is the quietest tiger. That may be appropriate. We're humming. You're doing a very good job. Please hum as a tiger salamander.
Tiger salamander hum.
Ready? Can you make it? What do you picture a salamander sounding like? How about an axolotl? An aardvark? A gorilla? A tiger? A humpback whale? Appropriate whale sound, but perhaps not the hum on pitch. Can you please hum one more time? Please slowly open. Make sure it's all the way up. Support it on the way down. See if you get all the way down. Make it a little lighter on the way down. You're very heavy on that last bit. Ready? That was a really good focus over there. One more. Especially when your director is sick, this is the best opportunity for you to focus on the nonverbal cues, the gesture. Can you please Leo. But in two. Ready? Leo. Ne. Ready? With the big beach ball. Ready, two, go. Oh, with the big beach ball, please. Ready? You've done this so many times before. Ready? Oh, that's not fair. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Oh. So that's 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Ready? 1, 2, go. All right, good. So it's going to be. That'll be easier for your ear. So one more time, that's just sing it with me. That was hard. Can you please do it in 4 parts? Let's do 2. That's kind. Let's go altos and basses first, sopranos and tenors second. Ready? 1, 2, go. 1, 2, 3. So you get that? It'll be 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Ready? 1, 2, go. Don't worry, you'll do more next week. It's great. It's really hard to make that shift. You can take your seats.
Okay, I shut that door because every week at this time of year, the car that's parked right there is blinding reflection in my eyes. I don't know about, I can't even see the spots. On October 19th, it's a Sunday. Whose rehearsal is it? Conducted by Tim. So if you're not in the Pops, don't come here on Sunday, October 19th. It's the Pops group. Okay.
Or come and sing.
Kind of hear the work you've been doing at home on Northern Lights. We didn't touch this one last week. That's why we're touching it this week. Can you please stand? Alright. Here's something I don't get to do very often, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. I acknowledge that there are accessibility accommodations. If you cannot manage that, that's okay. However, you need to be in a place, I need you otherwise to move into a place where you can walk and move around. I'm going to need you to walk on the pulse.
Okay.
Ready? Find your spots, and you can walk around the room. You are not confined to walk in a spot. That's in fact not helpful. You'll walk around the room, do your best. We're not going to take grand dramatic pauses, but you will have to like check in when we're supposed to pause.
Can we walk across here?
Yes, you can walk anywhere that there is not an object. Yeah, you can. Ready? There's half the fun is avoiding people though. All right, you're close. That's better. Hold on. Let's pause for a second. So now the difference between what you did and what I did is that when you were walking, there was a lot of like, I'm moving. As best you can you walk in the pulse? And that's not, you're not stepping, you're moving the whole way so that there's energy. This is the whole purpose of the exercise. Instead it's, so as if it is constant energy. All right, let's try again. So your foot should be moving kind of in time so that you arrive at your destination. Ready? 3, 4. And then you'll pause for a second. Ready? You'll take a breath and move. Can you start at the Terry Mace? It's the half-step difference right there. One, two. Don't forget to move. Two, three. Internalize. Keep moving. One, two, three, 4, 5. Up, 5, 6.
That's true, they do hold.
So, here, go take your seats. No, but it also would have
That was hard.
All right, so I have a quick question for you. Not counting the part where we didn't make it up to the Terry release, and part of that was I can't sing high enough today. And sopranos, we just have to like, Terry release. You got to be right on top of that. Where did we go flat? Actually go flat. On the longs, it wasn't immediate. It actually was for a very long time in tune. It was for a very long time in tune after the Terry release as well. You all have to fade in and out with one another. This is truly a time of collaboration. It wasn't there either. I started shouting a lot at the end of the song. Why did I start shouting?
Too slow.
Yes, it was too slow, and too slow was a symptom of you stopped supporting. No, but it was before we changed out of the 4/4. We were in the 4/4, and it just like ground to a halt. And you slowed down. A lot of you stopped moving. I watched half the room stop moving, and the second you stopped moving, the pitch went. Whoa. You can't move during the concert that way, at least, right? So what do you have to do? What is moving? What is moving? Manufacturing when we're singing. Energy the entire way through. So when you were, it was just constant, and you were in fact singing much more of the lines. I've been asking altos for the most part. I almost had that long legato eighth note that I've been asking for, but. So you have to find a way to take all of that energy and momentum of walking around and go, this is how I'm singing this piece. This piece can't be. You can make it. You will be flat. I have known very few choirs that have not gone flat in this song. No, well, but why are they going flat?
No energy?
They're under supported and they've got no energy. What reason do you have to be either of those things?
I kept getting lost.
Yeah, that I can understand. There is still navigation that we can manage. There is still some harmonic structure that we
That
can
would
manage.
be easier if we were all like off book or something.
Right.
Right?
But I will tell you, colleges do this first read through.
Well, la-di-da.
High schools do this first read through. High schools do it. You're better than the majority of high school singers that I know. Yeah.
San High is doing this right now.
They're doing it right now with brand new music. This a tool that is good for a high school is good for us. A tool that is good for a college is good for us. Because you are, in fact, capable singers and musicians. And part of this is you will have to have autonomy if you can't watch the entire time. The other question I would ask you, are you watching the whole time when you're standing still? The silence tells me no. Some of you, yes. The average person when I'm looking up, no. Yes.
Is this going to be acapella?
It is supposed to be a cappella. It's part of the magic of this song. The second you add the percussive nature of the piano, the song is no longer the Northern Lights. So what I really need is I need you to go home, and especially that section, I get assigned letter names to you. Can you be really careful and practice? I did, but there's just no letter name at this one very specific point that there should be. The 3/4 at measure 19. Can you practice the transition between there a whole lot?
Right.
Oh, okay.
You also started to sing like you understood the text more when you were moving. I will say, it was much more fluid. And I don't say this as a critique, I say this as just a check-in, right? Sometimes yes.
So if I hear a mistake with a number of my section or some section, this is my section now, sopranos, it's getting perfected. So it's on page 6, and I would like Tim to play bars 30, 31, 32, and 33. They're not identical twins.
No.
Could you play those, please? Now it's the next one. Thank you, Tim.
This is why I'm asking you to work this section. This section is really rough at this moment in time, and I can go through and I can work all of the parts, but it is truly not beneficial to our time for me to sit here and hammer a song for half an hour. I can talk about it for half an hour, I guess, isn't that my lecture? But this song, I have to tell you, this was one of my favorite songs to sing in high school. Wait, let me make sure this is the right one. Yes, this is my senior year. No, I had to make sure I wasn't lying between that and college. It's because it's right between high school and college for me. We sang this in high school, and then I sang it again in college. College, I gotta tell you, it was a miserable experience. My wife can attest to that. We were in the same choir at that point in time. And it was under-supported the entire way through. It was just like, why are we singing this piece? Except you have reason to sing the piece, I do hope, other than you've been handed it. We talked about why it's beautiful. I've espoused what I think is amazing about it. And harmonically, I think it's gorgeous. But if you're not listening to the piece, there's no way you're navigating this piece. Please listen to it and please work it. And when I say listen to it, listen to performances. It makes a difference to have it in your ear, because if you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter. Because if you don't know what the bass is going to do to inform you, it's never going to stay in tune. And we're going to work together to find a way to incorporate that energy. How many rehearsals do we have left to concerts?
6. I don't know. Yeah. It's 6.
6.
Yes.
6.
The more you say it, the more terrifying it gets, right? No, actually, I think it's going to be really good. But what this is this kind of a reality check on this piece. I think this piece is very accessible, but you have to be more off of the book so that we can truly move together. And some of that can't occur in rehearsal. There's just not enough time, because I'm currently working through all of the other stuff that we're trying to do. So please do a lot of work on it. I know it wasn't on the books for this week. That wasn't what this was about. This was more about where are you working it when you are. I hear, You'll Never Walk Alone. We worked it a lot last week. I just want to run it. You'll never walk alone. Are you walking?
No, walk. No, that's
Walk. Like the cooking. No, you can stay where you're standing, but what I will say, here. I have to remember. What I would ask is, can you not stand stoically? Who do you want to listen to? When you walk through a storm, or do you want to? When you walk through a storm, can you move a little bit? You don't need to so this one. There are other songs that's appropriate. I would say it's not this one. But can you embody the music a little bit? claim responsibility for that because it wasn't me that time. Is on beat 4, right? I heard a great bit this. This is gonna kill me if I keep forgetting. Hold on. Sorry. It's the final beat of the measure. I heard a great bit this week. How do we improve the intensity of our consonants? You can take a seat for a second. How do you improve the intensity and clarity of your consonants? What is the process of enunciation?
Being intentional.
You're moving around, you're being intentional. You've got all of the around it, but you're not telling me how. How do I make a K more clear?
Putting more air.
So that's what we are consistently taught, put more air behind it, and what happens with a lot of people is they equate that directly to volume. But I'm not asking for, when you walk through, that's that form. What I'm asking for is for you to improve the length of the consonant. This was transformative for me this week. When you walk through a storm, give it more space to carry the emotional content. All right?
But not more volume.
Not more volume. Because what's happening is you're just shoving the consonant in that most small, when you walk through, and we're getting this really percussive, aggressive K. Can I get, when you walk through, and it, like there's air behind it, that's the continued air, but instead it's a slightly longer consonant. What does that mean for consonants at the beginning of a word? We start them earlier. So that w, which we've already talked about how you inform that sound, means the vowel lands on the beat. When you walk through a storm. Okay, so consonants need more space, and that means you need to make sure that the vowel lands on the beat. It's a lot of information. The other thing that I would really love, do you need to look at the first page?
No.
I had so many of you, when you either write it in the margin at the top or trust that you know it and you're watching. When you walk. Ready? From the top. 1, 2. If you're not moving by the time you get to it, what are you doing? When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sun. Give those consonant space. Sweet, sweet, silver song. It was much better in a lot of ways. Some of you did use the opportunity for me to say it's not, to kind of stop singing the consonant.
Yeah.
So you have to find the happy medium between not doing it and overdoing it, which is giving it space. It's way easier. Way easier. Great. Okay, we're gonna steal away for a little bit. We're gonna separate sopranos and altos. You're gonna stay in here with Tim. Tim's gonna work. We didn't agree beforehand. We were supposed to. First thing I'm gonna say, please let Tim lead the rehearsal. It's
How do you keep the music playing?
on how do you keep the music playing. Please let him direct it at this point in time. I think the goal, is going to be, I'd really love to get to the top of 4. We can get 42, great. We can get through the whole song even better. Tenors and basses with me into the Sunday room across the facility, please. Thank you.
All right.
Well, sounds so excited.
Mr. Chapman. Hello. Hi. Hello again.
Go for it.
Good to see you all. Continually today.
Today, tomorrow.
And just today. All right, so we're going to do how do you keep the music playing? How are we feeling on this? Okay. So there's a couple things we're gonna work through this. It's all oohs first off. So okay, so let's talk about ooh because you have to sing ooh for the majority of this song. How are we singing ooh? Where do we put ooh? How do we sing ooh so that we can support it and it floats and we're not pushing it? Right? Right up here. Not right, exactly right. Right here. Not it should not be in your throat. If it's in your throat, you're not going to be able to make it through. You have to kick it up and float it in that spot throughout wherever you are in your range, okay? So that's just an important thing to keep in mind on this song because there's a lot of movement, a lot of sustain, okay? Let's just start at the beginning. Do we need a little refresher or can we just kind of go through some? Can we just kind of start at first and see what happens? We'll try, well, let's just give it a little let's just try this out here. So 70. I mean, I think I have it in my head, but just to make sure. Yeah. All right. So this is where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was nice. So what I would suggest is, again, just think forward momentum. It sounds like the notes are there, the rhythms are sounding pretty good on that beginning section. So let's try that again and just move through it. Right? Just stretch every time. You're just expanding every time. Let's do it one more time and then we'll move to yes.
How do we iterate the ooh when it's moving so that we can feel the pulse?
You know, that's a good question. I was going to ask Gage if at any point you ever wanted to do or something to put on that. Because there's actually parts later where it's even more like you're re-articulating the same notes on it. Let me just fly to him real quick and see if he has a preference on
We
that.
need to clarify that some people still sopranos.
You can clarify
Sopranos. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you because where it says mezzo, soprano, that's second. Where it says second soprano, that's first. Where it says soprano, that's solo. Just clarifying that, okay? I just wasn't here last week, so thank you.
Cute overalls.
My assignment this morning was to write something that brings me joy in my face.
Okay. So who's the painter guy with the big hair?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, right? So he talks about what?
Happy little trees.
Happy little trees. We want happy little blottos.
Happy little bottles.
Right, we're just, that's what we're doing, yes. Every time there's a rhythm, it's there on purpose so that we can have a little bit of dynamic change in the rhythm, and we need to hear that. I would say the eighth note, certainly. Maybe not every single one. But see, when you do it the next one, you're changing notes. So, yeah. Yeah.
As an example, for the alto twos
Uh-huh.
system, fifth measure in where it has a G sharp, F sharp, to E sharp, should that be one moved down or should that be rearticulated? Because I know I've been seeing it smooth.
So, okay, yeah. So let's qualify. So anytime there's this takes a little bit of explaining because, okay, so for example, that measure on measure, what is it, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Soprano 2s, well, it's actually soprano 1s, right? Soprano 1s and alto 2s have that. That's a line. Ooh, we're not going to go ooh, ooh, ooh. But if there's a rhythmic thing that you're adding on like an eighth note or a 16th or an eighth note specifically for rhythm. So like if you look at the alto 2s, the soprano 1s at the beginning, you have altos and alto 2s, right? They all need to rearticulate. You have to go. Because that's a rhythmic thing that's being done. Does that make sense? So there is going to be some. It's not always one rule to fit everything that you're singing. Because then when you're singing a nice little line, you're not going to do that. And the second sopranos. You know, you can probably just like float through that. Does that make sense?
That's actually the first sopranos. It says soprano 2, but let's just
Yeah, but I am talking about the mezzo soprano line, which is the second sopranos.
So that's, okay.
Okay. So, but does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So let's try that again, and just try to think as musically as you can. And if you have a pulse, dum, 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 that's probably going to be rearticulated, right?
Could you either sing or play the mezzo soprano, which is now second soprano, right there, first measure with the 16th little.
Yeah. That's what I would do, as opposed to. You can't do it.
Thank you. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. But the alto 2s that have. We need to have that pulse, I think, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that will take more refinement, but for now, let's focus mostly on notes and thinking through the phrase, okay? Because Gage might have specific spots he wants in a certain way depending on how it's sound. All right, so let's see that again musically. We gotta keep moving. 1, 2, right at the beginning. Ready, go. Let me hear the second sopranos there. 1, 2, right at the beginning. Here we go. One and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, really bring that out. You're going to be hitting this note at the same time as the alto 1s, right? That G sharp. You're moving at the same time, but then you move on. And we want to hear this. Right, we want to hear that, all those sustained notes, okay? Let's do that again. And the reason we're spending time on this is because there's some fundamental kind of things of how to sing it that are going to translate to everything. This is the easiest part as far as like the notes and things you're doing fantastic. 1, 2, here we go. Right? Does that make sense? Keep going. Good. Next chord. So first page is pretty solid. Yeah.
So when amplitudes move from measure to measure, are we're making those distinctive words at the end and beginning to make sure.
Yeah, I think so. Re-articulate. I think re-articulate the downbeats most of the time. Okay, so the first page is sounding, that's sounding pretty solid. I think altos, how are you feeling on that? Is it slightly different, right? Alto twos, that pattern's slightly different because you go down to the C at the last measure of that page. So after you have the move where it would be measure 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So where the alto twos and the soprano ones have 2, 3, and then yeah, nice, great. Okay. How about measures 15 and 16? Let's go through measures 15 and 16 real quick. The real tricky one is when we get to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, 19, that's a little bit more tricky. So let's do this. I feel like we're not going to spend any more time on that first page. You're very, very close. We're going to move on from that. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to start right at 15. I know that you're tied over soprano ones,
Yeah.
but we're just going to start right there on measure 15, okay?
Okay.
This is all I do. So here we go. Let's just think, I'll play it once. So it's one, two, three. Let's just see if we can get that far, okay?
Okay.
So do not worry about just singing very, very lightly. Do not worry about pushing. Well, singing's important. Sing it. Don't blow yourself out on it. You know what I mean.
I know.
Manage it as best you can. But you're right. Sure, Tim. Sing a B lightly. Just sing it right. Just do that. Okay, you guys are doing great. Okay, here we go. Soprano ones. And we're gonna go through all the parts right here because this is a little tricky.
Are we picking up to 15 or are we?
I'm starting right on 15.
Right on.
I know it's tied,
You're
but we're just gonna start there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, when I go through the other parts and want everybody to sing soprano, you think it in your head. I'm not going to have you sing this over and over, but I want to make sure that we understand where it's at, okay? So that line is, you go for the B, right, get that? Yep, and then you come down on 22, F double sharp, same as the G natural. So you're going G sharp, F double sharp. I would challenge you to think of this, to hear the phrase, because the phrase is very lovely. So if you can think the phrase, so starting where you guys are singing an A sharp, I'm just going to play it. So you move up to the A sharp, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's beautiful, isn't it? That's your mark, okay? All right, so just think that as we do the other parts. Okay, so second soprano. Measure 15. This is actually one of the more tricky parts. I have several parts in this song circled because they have some interesting little fiddly bits. Okay, so here we go, mezzos. I'll just play it once. We're going to go through that whole. Yeah, we'll go through that whole phrase. Probably, you'll see where I'm going to stop. 2, 3. Okay, so circle. Yeah, that's a perfect fourth down. So when you're practicing circle, this is specifically for the second sopranos. Circle measure 20, 24, and 25. Practice that jump, practice that jump. If you just practice that jump a few times, that will really help out because we're going basically, we're shifting back into the same, what we're used to of this. We're back to this, like the beginning, but we have to get back to it, right?
It kind of sets up the melody again.
It does, and then,
Yeah, right.
and since you know we're always changing. So that chord is very important to set us back into the right key or the right chord structure. Okay, so great. Let's sing that one more time. Seconds. One. There's a lot of held notes here, and your part here. How are you feeling on it? Because your part here is one of the less complicated that some of the other parts have. So do we want to go through it one more time? And I don't mean that in any way. I'm just saying it's just thankfully. But your challenge is that you have to move these half steps and whole steps and sustain, right? Right? You don't have to worry so much about, like the altos having some moving lines and things there. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like you have a tritone by proxy, but you don't really. You get to go. Yep, nice. Okay, let's look at the altos. Alto ones. 1, same place, 15, page 2. 1, 2, 3. That's a tricky part. 1, 2. And then you're back in your pattern. Good. Okay. So the tricky part there, altos, you have at measure 15, 16, 17, 18, you have. And then after this. Right? And then you have the C sharp. And then the tricky part, circle that A on measure 23, 22, 23, 24. That is an A, I would circle it because you're going to want to sing it as an A sharp because it's sung in the previous measure as an A sharp. And you don't get to sing it as an A sharp there. Does that make sense? So you have. Right, and then we're back. Okay, so circle that A, that is an A natural. Okay, let's look at alto twos. Then we're going to put it all together, and we'll just see how we do. Alto twos. 1, 2, 3. You guys win the prize. So, this page 2, everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but certainly the alto 2s in particular, you need to circle, like practicing that line, but really probably starting at measure 17 through 20, so we're back to the same, original kind of harmonic. Yeah, 17 to 24. Back to really to 25 to make sure you're connected. That's the place to practice. That's one of the places that you're going to practice. So that's really listen to that. Are we finding any discrepancies in
We
the
just
tracks?
wanted to say for the second altos, and we just confirmed this, that for measure 22, where we have the F double sharp or the G,
Yeah.
on the recording, it's an F sharp. So do not listen to the recording. Make sure that you actually really make a note that's a half step higher.
Okay, so we're talking about, so I had to write, because I'm going to bring this to Gage so that he can see if he can fix it, right? So you're talking about measure 22,
Yes.
beat 3.
Three,
Okay,
that F double sharp.
got it.
And I'm sure it's the notation somewhere, because when you try to do it.
Yeah, F double sharps are real,
It'll work.
any double sharps and sometimes the notation programs can
How
use.
do they do that?
Okay, so I will bring that up. If there's any other points like that, please bring them up and I'll circle them, because these things happen. There's a lot of notes that have to be entered, and that way we can fix it. Okay, let's try everybody there.
15.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, let's just do soprano. Now let's do everybody. Okay, so we've got alto 2s, alto 1s, second soprano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a tough one. Let's do both alto parts. So right at 15. And then sopranos, just kind of think your parts in your head. Both alto parts. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. There's a lot of, right? A lot of that. Can we do that one more time? Altos? 1, 2, here we go. Here we go. So, and it might be helpful too to know when you're supposed to have those dissonance moments. So for alto and alto 2, that's measure 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yep.
Measure 19, we have this. We have that resolution, right? And then we have at measure 23, we have, so circle that one too. That's where you're going to hear that resolution, right? Okay, let's try the sopranos there. Well, let's add the mezzo. Let's add the second soprano into the altos.
Tim,
Yes.
I feel like a measure measure 19, the altitudes are still listed at C sharp
Okay,
from the F
got
sharp.
it. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, yeah, that jump. Perfect fifths and perfect perfect fourths, perfect fourths are hard to get. So I would circle that to practice that jump. Yeah. Because then you have this, and then you have this cool. Can we just hear? Let's do this. Let's all sing measure 15, 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's all sing measures 18, 19, and 20. Can we do that? This might help if we hear it. Right? And then we switch to this. You're kind of getting how that goes a little bit? Okay, let's try that right there at 15, 16, 17, 18. I know there's no words. It's right when the soloist says someone. Does that help? Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 4. This is good. This is good. Okay, let's continue on. Let's go through this part and then we're gonna move on. So everybody at 15, just do your best. We're gonna come on. 1, 2, ready, go. Moving into 33. So soprano ones, so that would be right on here, where they're saying hear his name. So right in here, that's the measure I'm talking about. You guys remember? So hear his name. So soprano ones you have. 1, 2, 3. Yep, let's just get that transition, okay? That was very nice. Okay, so that's soprano ones. So and hear his name right there for the soprano twos. 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Good. It's just that much. Both those parts together. 2, ready, same place. Okay, one more time. 2, ready, go. 2, 3. Yeah, very, very good. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's look at the alto. Alto one. Same place. Hear his name, write it, measure, wherever I said that was. 29, 30, 31, So that's page 3, measure 32. It lines up with the solo we're saying here. Altos, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3. So alto ones, you get a cool little tied rhythm there, right? Which you did very nicely. That's great. Let's do that one more time. Alto ones. 2, ready, go. Yeah, you got it. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, right? You did it very nicely done. Okay, let's add altos to that mix. Altos, sopranos, alto ones and sopranos. So all sopranos and alto ones.
At 32.
Yeah, but 32, we're just building it up, trying to get this into our, because this is a transition point that we need to get, right? Up until that point, it's, you guys have it, and the transition hits, and you guys can hear rhythms. 2, here we go. Yeah, so we have, if you look at the alto, let's just sing, let's sing the second sopranos and the alto ones. This will probably help sing this up. The soprano ones, that was great, you're up there. Nice job. Good job. 1, 2, alto 1, soprano 2. 2, ready, go. Hear how that works? How that fits? Okay, can I do that without piano? Alto, this is an important section here. Soprano 2s, alto 1s. 1, 2, ready, go. In the distance. Right? This is a nice third. Can we just have soprano 2s and alto 1s sing measure 33? So alto 1s, you're sing it with me. Here we go. And the soprano 2s, your part is
We got it. We got it.
at both parts. Here we go. Got the piano one more time. Great, great. Okay, let's look at alto 2s. So alto 2s at 32, you've been tied in for measure 31, but we're just going to start at measure 32. 1, 2, here we go. One, 2, 3. Great. So let's do both altos. 1, 2, right at measure 32. 2, ready, go. Right? Okay, let's do both altos and soprano 2s. 1, 2, here we go. See how that fits? Very nice. Okay, all 3 of those parts without the piano, and then we'll have soprano once. That's great. You got that transition. Great, fantastic. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's have the soprano 1 to 32. That's lovely. 1, 2, here we go. Big measure. 2, 3. Keep going. second sopranos, you have that. Starting at 36. And then, when they're saying that in your eyes, you have to go just down that half step. Got it? Okay, great, okay. And then who else? I think everybody else is pretty much standard in there. And then soprano ones, watch that you just go. And then you kind of hang out on that A sharp. And then resolve it later. Okay, everybody at 36, that was very nice. 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, sorry, make sure we're all in the same place. Let me build it up again.
You said 36, right?
Yes, 36, bottom of page 3. That's alto 2. 2, here we go. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that rhythm is, we move. So Bob, very last measure of page 3, I want to make sure we have that rhythm right. Soprano ones you have. And then when you move to so okay, so now we're gonna connect the dots here. So we're gonna do bottom of page 3 to the flip, and we're gonna do these measure basically 41 and 42. So the last measure of page 3 and the first measure of page 4. We're just gonna get that transition. Okay? How you guys doing? Good. You guys sounded great. That was really lovely. That was nice. Okay, so soprano ones. Here we go. Right at the last measure of page 3. 1, 2, here we go. Yes. Okay, so do that one more time. Get it in your consciousness. 2, ready, go. Sorry. Okay, so the page turn is slowing us down. That's why we're practicing the page turn. So, too high for me, too high for me, too high for me. Right? 2, here we go. Page turn. Yes. Yes. 2, 3, 4. We'll get there. We'll connect those dots. At this point, I think 2 measures at a time is helpful. Okay, that was great. So now, second soprano. So you've been hanging out on this F double sharp now for a little bit. So you have. And then you get to step up another half step, right? You have to hold that in your head because when you come back in, right before the solo, you're back on that A that you're used to singing, okay? So let's hear alto, both soprano parts there. Okay, starting at the last major page. Correct. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, I did that wrong. 2, ready, go. We're back here. So that's tricky. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, let's look at altos. Last 2 measures there. We're almost at page 4. We're getting there. We're almost at page 4. So let's connect the alto part. Last measure of the page. So you have alto ones. This is what you have. You get to walk back back to our set kind of chord there. So let's do that together. Alto 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. Make sure you're ready for that page turn. Good. All 3 of the top parts there. Yeah. No. Let's do alto 2s because alto 2s are getting left out. I'm not getting to sing it as often. So alto 2s. So your part starts unison with the alto 1s. So both alto parts real quick.
Okay.
Okay, alto, both alto parts. 2, here we go. Hear that? This? Okay, and on everybody right there. So we have right there. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, good job. Good. Yes, that was good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, just real quick, is the last thing. We're gonna start at I know. And then we're gonna go from there and see how that goes. So that's gonna be right at, so this is the pickup to the last measure of the top of 3. Make sense? So it's gonna be here. I'm sorry. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Nice job.
Can I have a question?
Sure.
Are we going to observe the rest at the bottom of page 3, where she sings, I'm afraid?
Yes,
That
yes.
it
Please
is a
observe,
rest
please
there?
observe the rest. Yes.
And a lot of people are singing right
Yeah,
through.
I know. We're singing right through it. We're so note focused that we're missing the rest there. So, that's coming together. There's the tough parts are that they're really going to have to look at are top of page 2, where someone that transition there. Also, then the bottom of page 2 at 22, 23, 24. And other than that, doing pretty well. And then they work on the transition up to the top of between the top of page 3 and then getting into page 4.
Great. So before I make any specific, well, I did hammer this a little bit with the tenor spaces. You need more articulation. I need more glottal.
Do you want them every time?
I do, every time.
Even when they're doing.
Well, I mean, sopranos will, yeah. If it's above the staff or below the staff, I don't need heavy articulation. Yeah. Not
Sorry, that was not a good representation of you, sopranos.
But the general, this is all of our general rule of thumb, right? Our general rule is if it's above the staff or below the staff, you're not focusing on any kind of consonant sound. It's just whatever vowel you need to access beautiful sound. But there are several of you that are doing it. But when you don't do it, and I got on this with the tenors and basses, you can't hear what's going on. It doesn't matter how beautiful it is, because you lose time. And two things that I told the tenors and basses that I would like for you, and I hope you will find some way to write a note of this. Can you be more instrumentalists? Can you play it more like it's an instrument, less like you're singing? Because for the most part, you don't have words, right?
Right.
So that's a whole section of your brain that you are not utilizing in this song. I know we're not talking truly about neuroscience, but for my purposes, you are not utilizing the portion of you that goes, oh, here are my words. Instead, can you treat it as this is my phrasing and articulation? Articulation is kind of the core of vocal jazz. You could kind of get away with a lot as long as it's articulated well and beautiful. It doesn't matter if it's beautiful and it's not articulated. It's just a wash of sound. I think that's where people struggle with jazz sometimes. The other thing that I will say is, there's a basis, we just talked about it. Oh, you need to listen more to everyone else and less to your partner. Frankly, you're listening too much to your own parts. And that's, again, I told the tenors basis, one, it's easy for me to say that in twofold. As the director, it's also easy for me to say that, having gone to a jazz college. It's like, great, cool. But if you listen to the parts around you, you'll have an easier time. Because the thing was like, they were saying they were getting lost or they couldn't count. Parts one. Yes.
You know, I hear a string quartet, honestly, I hear that we are a string octet, sextet, because
Oh, it's very much
as
a
a
string.
bowing,
Yeah.
as a string instrument, I'm hearing string.
It's very
They
much.
move the bow.
We talked about the tenors and basses.
Okay, that's what they do. That's kind of what we're doing, isn't it?
Yes. And I need you to articulate more like you're bowing. And we will. So the eventual exercise is a bowing exercise. Did you do it a cappella? Yeah. Okay. And Spreader's not just going to hear you a cappella.
Yes.
Yes.
I already have a note last week, I think, that said a little hooty.
Huh?
Make it a little hooty, like an owl.
Yes.
Is that- Were you still looking for it?
Yeah. It's much more owl.
Okay.
Very
Not
powerful.
open for everybody.
Huh?
Everybody.
Yes.
Oh, because I know some of the, soprano, but
That's vowel modification to reach specific things. But otherwise, just like I talked about with the tenors and basses, you all kind of should have a unified sound unless you have to do something to access specific parts of your voice. That's what I just said. That's what I just said is that I don't expect that to happen on high. 2, 3. That's a lot. Tenor space is your turn, and then we're gonna put it together. We're gonna digest some things afterward. One of the things I'll say is, yes, you are missing rest. I think a worse culprit is that you are in fact stopping singing a lot of times, much earlier than indicated on the page. Some of you are just taking big rests, and that to me is a worse thing for the wall of sound that you're creating, the tapestry of sound. From the top, tenor spaces. I just was playing through. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. Can I get that more glottal articulation? And bass system. Ooh, you're really pulling us in. Ooh. 3. You can bite that more. Make sure you don't move really. More bass. All right, we're going to change all your standings right now. This is kind of the exercise that this is supposed to lead into today. First things first, before I make any more formal standing, can I have no, sorry, I'm trying to picture it in my head and today it might not be that day, but it has to be that day. I need alto 1s and soprano 2s in the middle. So I need soprano 2s I need soprano 1s and soprano 2s to switch. I need alto 1s here in the middle. Alto 2s on that end. If I had my brothers, you would be happy. But that's not going to be happening. Can I have low basses? This one. Yes.
Hi.
Can I have low basses behind the alto 2s? Baritones right here. Can I have tenor 2, tenor 1? I mean, y'all can be on the aisles, so you're still kind of connected to each other. I know your sections are smaller. Yeah. We're gonna work from there. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. We're supposed to do some seating assignment today. We're gonna see if we get there. If I had to ask soprano 2s and soprano 2s and alto 1s, why are you sitting here?
Why are we sitting here?
You're dissonant the entire way through. And I can't hear your dissonance, you're not fighting each other nearly enough. Baritones, why are you behind them still instead of over there? Baritone, I guess. Oh no, baritones, I see you. I understand now. I see your split. Can I have baritones all on this portion and tenors over here more? You're just a little bit mixed right now. I guess that would work. You gotta act like you really like each other. You know, I don't fully believe it yet. Baritones, you're here because you actually live in this dissonance a lot of the time. And we're probably going to do some switching. We're going to try this, and then we're going to try one other standing because you sing with the soprano ones a lot of the song. From the top, please, everyone. Just choir, please. Because the choir has to be self-supporting for to have this solo person talk.
Do you want a standing?
You're welcome to stand if you know, all things considered. Please stand as you are willing, and listen a little bit more. Listen more than you are singing. 3. Can I adjust the alto ones and soprano twos, please? Here, actually, I'm gonna do an exercise with you. No alto ones. No, I'm gonna sing the alto one part. This is the volume I'm asking for. Ready? Yeah, I'm singing the alto one. I want the soprano twos to sing. I'm going to sing against you. Ready? You hear how loud that is? The overwhelming feeling should be that whole way through, because right now I'm hearing a lot of soprano too, and it's not that the soprano twos are even particularly loud. I would like you to embrace the dissonance more. And the alto one can be the louder of the two parts. Yes, just those 2. 3. Can I get more articulation? Do you hear I'm putting a little H? Every time I'm giving you a little H. Ready? That's something that we can start to work with. Don't let the energy, when you cut off, it needs to be intentional, so it still moves into the room. Can we add the alto 2? 3. Yeah, and soprano 2s, your sound is just going a little wide and a little flat. Make sure it's right up on it. Everyone. There's no breathing in choral music. A lot of you are organically finding them at this moment in time. Just don't make them grandiose is the big thing. I'm hearing a lot of, and that's wrong. no activation of the false vocal folds, please. There should be no sound on a proper breath. And we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Ready? 3. Sorry, guys, wrong cue. More full spaces. Here it goes. You have to articulate their bases, please. All right. That's better. Can we do it one more time? Can you sound more like owls and less like ghosts? Ghosts. You sound very too much. This is not a spooky song. It's a sweet song. Basses, I need a lot more articulation throughout. A little more weight on all the movements. Question: if it's longer than a beat, what do you do with it?
Shape it.
Shape it? You shape it if it's longer than a beat. Why am I getting why am I just getting freight trains? No freight trains, please. Paint with delicate brushes. All right, so last time, we're gonna sing through it, and here's what we're gonna do, same exercise from the beginning of the season. Can you paint brush on every single note? You paint brush, remember, if you your paintbrush, it's not gonna give you a good stroke, right? Give me some beautiful phrasing with the paintbrush. So one hand, music, other hand, paintbrush, please. Ready from the top. Ready your paintbrushes, please. Tap, tap. Ready? some of you are like singing whole notes going, what's happening? But we'll go through, that was much better. That was some vast improvement. Please take your seat.
Yay.
It was also, it was more beautiful in itself. Same thing happened with Ave Maria, right? The only thing you changed is that you changed your intention and energy, and you took your focus off of what was on the page. I guess that's a lot of things, that's 3 things, right?
I mean, guys don't do that. I think, yeah. Because that way, it's gonna be quasi sight reading, quasi sight known. Oh, like you.
I can't get that one. No. Oh, I'm stealing your
Can we
notes.
please add the solos?
Okay, thank you.
Can we please add karaoke?
But we're only gonna go through.
Only to the top of 4.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I
And,
can take a break here.
I
So I
know,
can breathe.
but,
Okay.
remembering, especially, you're just live on top of it.
I don't mind holding that. Thank you for doing that.
Save your voices, this is the last run through. From the top. Heads. 2, 3. Don't forget your main brushes.
And tell me how year after year you show your heart won't fall apart. Each time you hear the word I If we can try with every day to make it
Sorry to cut you off. We're about to hit the part where it gets a little wonky. Beautiful, fantastic job.
Yay, we did it.
Can I hear Paraiso, please? Paraiso.
Good job.
Start there. But in your configuration as you just were. Don't leave your seats, please. So for right now, next week, I guess I'll do voicing. Because there's time for all of it. But this is good. I'm not quite satisfied with some of the positioning, but I can hear you in the way that I think I need to for this concert.
So next week, this will be coming next week.
Yes, please sit in these approximate positions next week, and then I will put you in more permanent seating from there. From the top. So here's what we're gonna do. You know how it's 2 times and then go? Yes?
Yes.
Can you make it 3 times and then go? Because I want to hear your underneath part, and then I'll sing, and then Crystal will sing, and then we'll go into the chorus.
Are you talking about the first 2 measures here?
No, I am talking about the repeat.
To repeat, okay, thank you.
So you know how you sing through this section two times.
Yes,
Sing through it 3 times
okay.
for right now, because I need to hear your parts more. Can I get nice crisp articulation? And how do we get that articulation? Make space for the consonants. 2, 3. More articulation, center spaces, please. Have to go over that. Return to a land called Paradiso, a place where tiny rivers no birds dare fly over Paradiso, the space lasting to endure. The smoke that screams the air, the grass that's never there. And if I could see a single bird, what a joy! I'd try to write some words and create a single song to be heard by the rest of the world. Give it some live. Too classical. Those of you that continue to sing the solo lines at 60, please cross them out. I don't know what's happening, but you have not marked your music and you've made that mistake a lot of times. Itawa is the solos, right? Where it says solo. Please be cautious. Great. Please do some work on that. We'll come back to it. Can we thank Tim? Have a great week. I'll send you information about next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Beth, I love your voice. And this is actually
Hey, Beth.
So it's good. In and out. Wow. Good for you. I could still find one. Right? That'll get it. Hi, Jen.
You don't want to be sad. That's what we're on. No, I will have to do it in the next meeting. Thank you.